Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Giggity Racing Season 4.5. I know some of us out there have been having some fun on the new one, but we cannot forget that we've got obligations over here. We are back at Glen all week here, the world-famous Watkins Glen. Up here in the booth with me tonight, as always, I am Puddin', Trinity Beast Mode, and Nuka Bob, aka Hub Bob. Great to have you guys up here. We saw some good truck racing last night. Let's see what these preset Monday night. Let's see what these preset and custom guys got for us tonight in the Cup Series.
Yeah, Puddin', I'm so excited. I'm not a road course fan, but hey, when it comes to Watkins Glen, it seems like that's like the one track I love. It's very fast. We're gonna see some good stuff tonight.
We all know where the passing zones are, and we talked about it too, and I think it's going to be key all week, Bob, that you're going to have to hit your braking points and hit your shift points, and, before you make a pass on somebody, everybody's braking points are differently, so you're going to, if they back that corner up, you're going to have to also not to get into the back of them, so you're going to have a little situational awareness tonight for a first lap before you make a pass, unless it's towards the end.
Yeah, obviously. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, turn one. Yeah, go ahead, Hoop.
Yeah, sorry. You got to use that road course racing etiquette. It's your responsibility not to rear end the person in front because, like you said, everybody's got a different braking point, everybody's got a different let-off point, etc. So, decent amount of opportunities passed around here at the Glen. It's personally my favorite road course because they changed up Sonoma, but it's going to be good.
Yeah, I do
and
miss
to piggyback. And to piggyback real quick off of what Nuka Bob was saying, hitting shift points and everybody's braking points. Obviously, turn one is going to be key in this race. We see a lot of people drive too hard, and that's been a problem spot. And the bus stop has been a calamity corner. So those are going to be two areas on the track I'm going to be really watching closely tonight.
Something I was very impressed about seeing too is we all know there's that little quirk going into the bus stop. Even though you may be sitting there at the bus stop, you may not see a bus, hence the name, guys, tonight, the no bus at the bus stop. But very few left tires dropped off into that grassy area right there through the quote-unquote shortcut. I did see coming off of that, though, people are trying to straighten out into that chicane. You got to be able to hold that car down to the middle side or the low side of that chicane, Trinity, because if it takes you up to the high side, it's going to pull you up there, and you're definitely going to get passed by anybody behind you. And we are going to blue screen. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Mountain Dew? Great to see you out there. Taddy's obviously helping us in the booth, communicating a little bit. But Trinity, Bob, we are going road course racing all week.
Ooh, yay. Yeah, but when it comes to road courses, I mean, Watkins Glen, I think for me is probably, if I had a best road course that I'd like to run. I ain't gonna say I'm a road course ringer, but Watkins Glen is definitely the top of my favorite list.
Yeah, same here.
I don't mind Canadian. I like Watkins Glen. I really don't even mind the oval. Sonoma, I'm still learning. But I agree with what Bob said too. I miss the old Sonoma, but in the meantime, you gotta play the cards that are dealt to you. So we're all gonna be there at one point in time. So we're gonna have to drive our wheels off up there. Legend Empire out there says, "What's up, guys? What's up, man? Great to have you out there in the chat as we're getting ready." Yep.
Let's see how everybody gets through turn one.
Hunty Wild again. We know how much he loves these road courses. Is already going to start pulling away. Yep, Mountain Dew said Mid-Ohio too. I like Mid-Ohio in motorcycles, Xfinity, and trucks. Not so much in cup cars. I do believe they are over horsepower, but Hunty is already starting to walk away. And we got the second road course ringer, Jake Giroux, who is very good at every track. Right there, trying to track him down too. Clean and green through turn one as we're going to make it through the bus stop again. 10 corners here, 2.45 miles up into the New York area. This is Watkins Glen. Millsy out there. This is an area right there. Go ahead, Bob.
Somewhere Money Mike's taking a drink as he brought up Mid-Ohio, but yeah, Jake, really good road course racer. I've been running with him for years. Hunty, we always know he's a great road course driver. Not surprised to see him up front. So honestly, man, this is gonna be. I'm excited. Really, we've got a lot of good road course guys in here.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we got Private Pat, and he's up here too. And don't forget about Blakey T running number 3 car tonight too. He does prefer Iowa, as we all know. There is no Blakey T line at Watkins Glen, but Blakey T is fast and proficient everywhere he goes.
And that's who I'm riding around with right now on Blakey T. Just watching him watch smooth lines he's got. He's taking it very, like he's just riding around, just trying to fill out everybody. He's just being real smooth. He's not pushing anything.
Yep, and you guys too out there. I'm on board with the one and only A Trout coming back for 4.5. Great to see him out there, and he is just destroying that bus stop. Good speed coming through there. Hits those rumble strips just right. Drifts up just a little bit, tries to pull up behind Pat, and Pat to the outside of the 3 car right there. That's Blakey T. Those guys trying to battle out Jake out there, but the leader's still Hunty Wild.
Yeah, Hunty got a nice, comfortable lead, same as Jake, and then the battle heated up, and obviously Blakey T takes it up to 3rd with Pat in the 4th. And we're going to see if Blakey T can put any pressure on old Jake.
And I'm keeping an eye on this situation right now too. The 22 of OG, he does not have any teammates tonight. It was the last second that someone wasn't able to make it, so not that you really need teammates, but it's definitely nice to have somebody to communicate and talk to. So I'm sure he's got somebody, but definitely not a teammate tonight. Master of Light says howdy. Nuke Bob's again. He's up here in the booth, and we know why Dean Clappett's here exactly, so he doesn't get parked.
I don't think he's up back here for 3rd. The 21 and the 3 seem to be really close in speed. 21 kind of backing off there as I say that. Little commentator's curse coming into the what the heck is this corner called?
Is that the chicane? Oh, the bus stop? Yeah. I'm on board with the 8 of RJ Smitty, and it looks like he's riding him and his teammate of Blakey T running pretty similar paint schemes on those RCR Chevrolets, so they are making it wild, knowing that they are teammates. Something that's unfamiliar, but with stage racing, everything can change. We haven't mentioned UK Wildcats, as I'm riding on board with him. He's got quite a few cars in front of him, so another good key to get around here well at the beginning of a race there, Bob, is qualifying. If you don't qualify well, then you're going to have yourself a battle.
Oh, Blakey T spun, guys. Blakey T spun. Oh, and he's collected.
Oh, he got Wildcats, and he got the 9.
He got Wildcat, yeah. He was trying to get out of the way, and he get collected.
And that is going to bring our first caution out here at Watkins Glen, as I was on board with Tackleberry. Go with the flow in that 47. But yeah, the spanker in that 9, that's who it was.
I didn't see what happened, but I was on board with OG whenever I seen Blakey T spinning. I was trying to get to him.
Especially under a caution, I don't know what your guys' thoughts are. Even with stages, you can't take left side tires, as we all know. Tire wear here is an issue. I would probably be coming in right now, unless you want to keep a hold of your, spot on the track, for track position. But I'd be definitely coming down, no splash, obviously, because you'll be able to make it, but definitely 4 freshies.
Yeah, tires are really important here, just like any other track. But I do know a lot of people that prefer, so maybe that guy in the 24 car prefers his worn down tires more so at road courses than he does newer tires.
And sometimes too, old tires they hook up better, so maybe nobody did anything. Private Pat and Hunty Wild going to bring him down. Hunty to the outside, Patton right there, gives him just a little bit of room. Hunty drives it in deep, a little bit of contact, 3-4 cars wide back there. They all make it through. Everybody seems to stay off that rumble strip up through the S's, bang them through 3rd gear, going to hit 4th at the top of this up to 180 miles an hour going into that bus stop. Hard on the binders down to 3rd gear, which we're about to see.
I'm curious about Jake, because Jake lost a couple of spots there. I don't know if everybody else took a different strategy than him, but he's what, 6th?
Yeah, he's falling back a little bit, so
7th,
maybe he
6th,
did
7th?
pit. Maybe that'll play into stage 2 strategy for him also on those older tires.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to see, because he definitely restarted about 4 rows back. Right now he's currently in front of OG.
Yeah, Hunty out to a great start again. Just out on a Sunday drive, it looks for him. He's making it look real easy out here. Nobody's really been able to get up to him and actually challenge him for anything. So
We've all seen the movie. We've all seen the movie, and I don't want to get sued, so I'm not going to name the names as we see Blakey T and H-Trout with Wildcats right in front of him. But yeah, Hunty at a road course, I feel like he was just out there sipping on his macchiato reading a book at road courses.
Macchiato. Oh, Gaggle as he's fading out, coming out of one.
Private Patton is sitting in second. The two people up front have started to check out just a little bit. He is not going to let Hunty pull away, but there's that 4 of Dark Humor. Again, I've had Dark Humor as a spotter up in my ear. I know he's very good at strategy also, and he's a hell of a driver, so let's see how that pans out for him. But Dark Humor in third, Private Patton trying to track down Hunty. Can he get it done right here? We are still in stage 1.
Scrolling through the field here, trying to find some good battles going on. We got the 88 and the 20 side by side right now.
Yeah, and utilizing the off ramps right there. The Indy cars don't do it as much as the stock cars do. Obviously, downforce comes into play, but you utilize those runoffs just a little bit, and you don't have to turn the wheels much, scrub as much speed, take it just a little bit wide, and get yourself a good drive on that outside line.
Yeah, guys, I'm just still watching Jake back there. It's like he's hard pressed to make up any spots. Like Blakey T slips up, and Jake is going to get by him.
Yep, we're on.
But
board
he might
with
be
the
saving
UK.
it. He might be saving his stuff, like you said. It might be some strategy, trying to get that track position back on the start of stage 2.
Looks like OG's coming up behind him. H-Route in front of the 88 UK, and then it goes OG, and it appears to be
Caution
that
on the
is
track,
Jake.
ain't it?
Yeah, because there's
Caution
no way
back
they
on the
got.
track.
Yep, there's no way they got back around. So we are under our second caution under stage 1. Again, no end race reporter tonight for us. No harm, no foul. But we do know that the leader did not get back around. So I can't imagine them having too many more laps here in stage 1.
No, not at all. I think what lap do you think they're on? Like 9, 8 or 9, probably. More than that.
Yeah, I would like. I want to say 10 to 13 in between there. I'd like to say it. I want to think that. Oh, Flo said that was the stage. So that caution did. So there was a cut there. That caution did bring that under a stage because again they wasn't up there. But here we go.
Okay, Hunty not in the lead.
OG.
OG.
That's OG with Patton, Hunty, and Dark Humor. Going to be the top 4 if they're going to bring him down into turn 1. I'd like to be on the outside here. It looks like Patton backs it up just a little bit. OG gets a good run.
In there. OJ takes it wide.
Yeah, he takes it a little too wide, and now it looks like the 4 of Dark Humor and the 21 make contact, and Dark Humor still going to pull him wide. S is a very hard spot to pass. Try not to, that uphill right there. Throwing that angle off just a little bit, it'll loosen you up coming off that corner. So good job by all these preset guys to hold on to it.
Making a Kyle Busch-esque move right there into the bus stop, but ooh, can he make it stick? He had to go through the grass.
Ooh, that's when he went. Yeah, he made it. He made it stick. He went behind the rumble strip.
OG in his second, in the third place. Hunty right there. Dark Humor going to pull him down into turn 9, down through third gear, hard onto the gas. Some people keep it up, and some people bang it down. I'm one of the guys that just keep it there. Sometimes downshift in the second here, depending upon my entry. Most of the time, trying to keep it up to third. There's that 88 of UK making his way up to the top 4, and H-Route rounding out the top 5. So,
and it's funny you say that. Put in about your downshifting points. For me, if I'm racing hard, I'm going to downshift to get them RPMs off. But if I'm just cruising, might be trying to potentially save a little bit of gas, then I might leave it more in third. And places a while downshift, I might leave it in third, like coming off that last corner, like you were saying. I might leave it in third if I'm just cruising.
Yeah, with the elevation changes, though, in second gear, you raise the RPM and give a better chance to...
20's around, in the middle of the bus stop.
22 looks like the 22 coming out of the bus stop got a little loose with Dark Humor, and here comes UK right there. But if you raise your RPMs like that, it gives you a greater opportunity to spin it out. That's why some people bang it down, get the car rotated, and then they'll, back it up to third, and then they'll go back down to second. Everybody's different. Some people are on wheels, some people are on controller, and different driving styles. But at the end of the day, everybody here in Giggity Racing is fast.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. It doesn't matter what you do. Everybody's gonna find their fast way around and whatever how they're gonna use what gear they go to be in. It'll be interesting, man. That'd be nice to have in cars to hear everybody how they shifting and when they're shifting. That would have been cool if we could have been able to do that.
And it looks like the two RJ Smitty guys have hooked up again, running those green and white paint schemes. They do got some competition right in front of them. UK trying to track down that 22. Tackleberry in that 6. There's Go with the Flow in 47. He was the one that just helped us out a little bit. Spanker in that 9. Going into the bus stop right there. I hear it in there in the reverb. Down through the gears. Hard on the gas. 21 of Patton. Shoots over just a little bit. He's right behind Jake. This is something Jake hasn't seen for a long time. This many cars in front of him for this long.
Right. Yeah, I was about to say, Jake is he's having some struggles there to get back to the front.
Hunty is just...
oh, another caution? Another caution.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he didn't want to see that because Hunty, he's on his second macchiato out there, probably reading his second book, just pulling away from everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder how that chicken sandwich is here at Watkins Glen, if it's any good.
I hear they have a good sauce here. Yeah, I'd pull over too. I hear they have a good sauce.
I wouldn't mind having a Fig Newton sticker across my windshield.
Hey, pay
Very
me.
dangerous, but quite...
Pay me. Yeah. This is very inconvenient, but man, I do love me some Fig Newtons. Tommy Armor Boy out there. What's up, Tommy? Can't wait to see you coming up. Hunty and Dark with UK and OG, their top 4. We're going to go Boom Vision going into turn 1 so we can get an action on everybody here. Dark Knight says, oh, I will not let up just like Pat did just a couple laps ago. Pushes Hunty, wild Hunty again. He's going to have that drive.
Oh, look at Rex back there, the 9 car. The 9 car's brakes bouncing off. He's out around.
That is Spanker in that 9 car. Car's trying to make themselves around, and then once
Caution
again, that will bring
guys.
us against a caution.
Wow. Yeah, I seen that. He got pinballed.
Stage 2 over?
Yes.
Yeah, that caution was going to bring it out. Maybe that's why everybody was trying to get every position they could, so...
Okay, I'm saying yeah, and I'm not even sure.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Yeah, hopefully when we get that ticker in a couple weeks.
Yeah, right?
Make it a little easier on us.
Yeah,
hey Trinity, we got one of our buddies out there in YouTube land. We know him as I Love It Josh. What's up, good sir? How are you, young man? Have a good night.
Joshy!
He's going to be pulling for his old band here at Watkins Glen in the next not too near future, so great to see Joshy out there. But we are going to rack him and stack him. Stage 3, Giggity style. Pat and Jake Drew with strategy making their way to the front. Here we go with Age Trout, and I can't see which green card that is. I might be...
Oh, that's RJ Smitty in the A course. Somebody got punted.
Smitty. RJ gets hard into the door of A Trout right there. 24 Jake making a move to the inside. 21 Patton lets him go. They're still 2x2 coming up through the S's. Elevation change again. We were talking about that. You got to be careful depending upon what slide you are. Here we go. Now we're going to see another opportunity. Who's going to be going into stage 3 there, Trent? These guys are going to get a lot more aggressive to get that track position.
Oh, RJ Smitty and
a Dark Knight. Oh yeah, that looked like that was RJ Smitty and Dark Knight. Hard contact. That will give RJ Smitty a definite 5-second delay.
Oh wow! I don't know if he missed the entry or what, but he just sent it in there.
Yeah. That was a full send mode. I don't know. Again, maybe lock the brakes up, and with wheel hop 2 will upset the vehicle to where you can't get it rotated.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looked like there was 0 deceleration. He just like went in there.
Now that Jake's got that clean air, he's probably not looking back.
That's not good. That's going to make Hunty work his car out even more with Patton right there. As long as he doesn't receive or lose sight of this car, Bob, I think you're right. But Hunty is definitely fast. But Jake's like, that's going to make Hunty work his car a little bit more and eat that left front up. That does tend to happen here.
I'm wondering, did Jake have to sacrifice something to get back in that front versus somebody else with maybe having fresher tires than he does? Because I mean, he had to do something to get that track position, and maybe he's gambling with some used left sides to try to get that track position. We're gonna have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, we're gonna.
And he's not exactly pulling away either.
No,
19 of the 21.
That's what's getting me to say. Yeah, I say he might not have as much rubber as the guys behind him. So once that plays out, at least the laps go down.
It looks like Blakey T and UK Wildcats are the that's your top 5. We are on board right now with Hunty, following Private Patton, who is trying to chase down the one and only Jake, then Blakey, and then UK are top 5. Don't want to take my eyes off this action right here. I know there's action all the way through the pack, but 3 cars at Watkins Glen, this close battling that, we don't want to lose that.
Anybody knows if there's a green flag pit stop in stage 3?
I would have to assume there would. Yeah, I was just going to say that. I would have to assume there would be.
Okay, because then that might play into Jake's favor. But will it? Because the other 2 guys might want to be able to take 2 tires.
Well, if they took 4 and he didn't take any, he's almost going to guaranteed have to take 4 unless he wants a chance taking that left front and that left side and just wearing it out down to the rim.
Exactly. So that gamble to get to the front might cost him. We're going to see.
Tommy is dark in this. No, he is not in this one. Dark Knight is in Custom Xfinity. We'll look forward to seeing him tomorrow night. My computer is restarting, so I just lost the chat just for a split second. No harm, no foul. But again, Private Pat making a move to the outside. Yeah, trying to lose that draft.
He tucks back in. Jake, meanwhile, the pressure, Hunty and Patton are there. They are definitely there. And Blakey T's now far behind, rebounding well, nicely.
And these guys racing Trinity is going to give him an opportunity to keep up, catch up. Same thing with UK. They got to be careful about that. They have to be careful about that. Love the sounds. Top 3 under a blanket. Blakey and UK trying to make a move. Here comes Banker and A-Trout too. So a little grass, but not too much. Oh, just a little bit right there. Hold on to her.
Oh, Patton to the inside. Oh, they touched. They got a slight touch. Oh, Patton to the lead.
The elevator move right here. Nope.
Yeah, Pat. Okay, does back it up just a little bit. UK and Blakey are going to have themselves a nice little battle too. If they're smart, they will just go single file until they desperately have to. Racing each other is going to give this 21 of Private Patton. Our new leader, Jake Giroux, sitting there in 24 in the second with Hunty Wild right behind him.
It does look like Blakey T is chipping into these leaders.
Oh, yes. Yes. UK trying to do his best, trying to get back up there. Oh, Hunty loses it coming up through that. What we were just talking about. There's that elevation change. You got to be careful about it. The custom guys have more of a chance to predict that and set their suspensions up. I don't know. What tire wear would you be running tonight there, Bob? I mean, I'm always a fan of a 7 or 8 to get the car to rotate.
Yeah, here I've gone with 9 before and had no problems with it. Just so the car can turn, man. These things drive like dump trucks, man. I just love sports cars more so here than these big old things, but it still makes it interesting.
Yeah, there's a different game where I play that the sports cars here, you can just drive her in deep and let her eat, but you also have a little bit of traction control. Lighter cars, more downforce too.
Is that the game that we are playing right now they're putting?
No, because unfortunately that is a single series, worldwide series.
Ah, okay. That would have been fun to bring down those cars here.
Oh, yes, GT3 cars here, extremely fun. Indy cars here, extremely fun.
GT3 GT cars here are super fun.
LMP cars, a blast. Private Patton still, oh, it looks like Jake backed that bus stop up just a little bit. Hunty right to his bumper. They are all keeping it low down to the inside right there. Again, you got to do that. You drift high, it'll eat you up on the outside. Private Patton using that outside lane, getting that long drive, not overturning the corner, causing any friction.
Patton's starting to slowly walk away.
And the top three now have started to make their distance a bit. It looked like Blakey T was catching him. Hopefully he didn't use his car up, but from that rear view angle right there, the top three have started to pull from a little bit from my aspect.
Yeah, Blakey T's about to have, he's got a bumper full, who is that, UK behind him?
Yeah, he's got UK and Spankin right there behind him, so... And
oh, caution.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't believe that's the race, but...
But this probably sets everybody up for green flag all the way.
Yeah, what are they going to do now?
No more pit strategy.
That's what Flo just said.
Oh, 20 to go. Okay, they might still have one more pit stop.
I'm not sure where they are on or how much they get full fuel run. I've not been here in Cup Cars in a while.
I think it's two.
It's 3 times. Is it 2 or 3?
2 or 3 times, yeah.
Because if it's 3, they're definitely going to have to make a stop. 2 might be borderline.
Yeah, we're going to make it a fuel strategy race. Everybody's favorite. My favorite, but...
Jake and Patton. 1, 2, Hunty, Blakey T are your top 4.
Patton's on the outside. Go with
Patty
Bob.
confirming 2 times wear, so 17 laps for a tank.
Okay, so they're going to definitely either somebody who's going to try to save and stretch it, and who is going to slash and go.
Range of trying to save, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some people lay back here and try to save enough.
Yeah, especially if you're in the back. I mean, what do you got to lose if you can't get through this traffic? I would just try to just beat them on fuel mileage.
It's so hard to do that sometimes. I'll be the first one to say, as everybody knows. But when you're in that top mix, you know you might have to try to save, but it's so hard to when you want to drive.
Yeah, and you got people pressuring you behind and everything. You don't want to lose that track position, but you want to try to save that fuel. You got to find a perfect mix.
Yeah, no one tunes in to watch everybody save. Everybody tunes in to watch everybody race every Sunday. So at the same time, but in order to win races, which is a very elite thing to do, strategy will come into play there. But
back at the front, we got Patton and Jake and Hunty and Blakey T. Blakey T's
no, Blakey
third,
T. Yeah, Blakey T's third. He made his way around Hunty right there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Kate Hattie out in chat saying the secret strat to winning tonight's race would be taking somebody out and causing a caution to take strategy out of play.
Is that a Booger McFarlane quote?
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend purposely dumping anybody, but people can utilize that. It's also a great way of getting parked. Sorry, I had to.
Oh, Hunty into the wall spins. Oh, he lost it off. Oh, he's trying to get going, but he's doing donuts like he wanted to race. Oh, wow, that's nice how you can make that thing reverse spin the other way. Tough break for Hunty. Oh, and he still can't get going. Oh my God, poor Hunty.
Very frustrating for one of our fast top runners tonight.
Yes, we're in pretty clean most of the race, and to have that happen, I don't know exactly what happened. I know there was some minor contact, but man, that definitely, without a caution flag, he is pretty much done.
Well, we still got a long race to go, so we might see another caution or two. We know how quick he is. We've talked about it. But Private is just checking out. He is trying to walk away from Jake and Blakey, Spanker, and UK.
Yes, that Patton, I mean, he's definitely found an extra gear because he's pulling away from the great Jake Giroux. That is a nice car. I like that. I like that Hertz car that Jake's driving.
That's a good looking car, yeah.
So bright. Like, you can't miss it on the track.
I just like the bow tie in the front of it.
Not opposed to the bow tie. Not my favorite car, though.
Private, but we're talking about manufacturers taking that Wood Brothers 21 Ford Mustang. I do believe he's driving for the Canucks. He's saying, let's go. I am gone. You guys keep battling out.
Like Blakey T's going to be trying to challenge Jake there. He's trying to play some mind games with him and make him think like he's going to drive to the inside.
Blakey T making a move right now to the inside of Jake, coming up through the elevation of the S's, who's going to be able to maintain.
Oh, Jake closed that door. He said, not today. There's no Blicky T line here to help you. But I can see that's where that battle's shaping up at, right there in second place. But don't rule out that 9 car. That 9 car is just lurking back there, waiting for to pounce on somebody that makes a mistake.
And it looked like Blakey T had a better run through the bus stop, had to check up for Jake Giroux. We're riding above his car right now.
Yeah, it just kills your momentum, man. When you have so much speed and you have to check up like that, you just lose so much.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to join in after this. Yes, we'll be back at the Glen, but we're going to see what our custom cup guys have for us.
Yes, we will see the great King Tat and Cola and Noko, and we're going to see a concoction of cars out there on the track.
Everybody trying to hold on to what they've got, try to make it work. Don't want to lose that number 21 up front, but again, it looks like he's pulled another 2 cars out of him, so...
He gone. You need a telescope to see him.
Maybe he's got one of those little buttons like Eleanor where it says, go baby go, and he just hit that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Blakey T definitely getting better into the best stop, a lot better than Jake, but it looks like he's backing it up just a little bit too. So that's Jake's backing it up. So Blakey T tried to drive it in right there.
Yeah, I think at this point Jake's probably playing more defense than offense at the moment.
But I think that could be hurting both of them too.
Yeah, that's possible too.
Blakey T loses a little ground to Jake right there. Jake had a good turn 10 coming out of there on that right-hander. We are going to jump back through the field here and keep an eye on everything. The top 3 is established right now with Private Patton, Jake, and Blakey. Don't want to lose contact of that, but UK trying to make a move to the inside of his old teammate of H-Route. They are going side by side up through the S's. H-Route with the preferred line right there on the inside. He's trying to hold it tight. Here comes Wildcats. Looks like Dark Humor behind him. They tried not to touch each other. No contact being made, but it looks like that Chevrolet horsepower is going to be a little bit more predominant going in. But A-Truck backs it off. Oh! Hard contact for H-Route. It looked like the 88 of UK went to the inside. He tried to make the move on the outside to get that inside line coming out of the corner. Unfortunate for H-Route. Checking back here with the 22, that's OG. He's got UK right in front of him and a Dark Knight in the leader, so it looks like that would make this for the battle for 6th position. Can he get up there?
Yeah, right now the leaders are just spread out. Patton's got a little gap over Jake. Jake's got a gap over Blakey.
UK's going to utilize that outside right there, gets the drive, makes the move on Dark. Coming up through the S's, Dark right there on his bumper. Good move for UK. Doesn't scrub speed, gets back to the fuel or the throttle quick, but here we are. 180 mile an hour plus. Dark Knight's going to make a move to the inside. And he makes the move. Looks like UK probably backed that up, trying to stay out of anything, but OG's going to try to take advantage of that also.
Yeah, I'm hopping on board with the 21 here, and that 24 car is starting to get a tiny bit bigger as the laps round down here in that rear view mirror. Maybe Jake laying back a little bit and now starting to put the NOS into that. Maybe the Titan 9000 wasn't working quite right as he's starting to catch up to that 21.
Cars have spread out throughout the field here. We'll take a lap here with Jake and see what he can do. I would have to assume green flag pit stops are going to be coming up here shortly. Private Patton the leader, Jake in second. Blakey T is falling off the pace from the second place car just a little bit, but is our 3rd place contender right now. But Private Patton says, let's go, let's go, let's do this thing. Again, I see a little bit of left side tire droppage by some of these drivers, but not the full blower. Take the cut.
They are definitely trying to milk us as best that they can without trying to overly get it.
Yeah, they don't want to get penalized.
Yeah, those splitters don't work very well as lawnmowers either, so...
yeah, yeah, when they're in the grass and dirt, they're not splitters, they're called shovels. But you want to utilize every inch of the track that you can, you know, again, that'll help get you some speed, but you gotta be proficient in how you do it.
But those top 3 guys, they are gone pecan.
Blakey T touches that wall as he makes that outside of that runoff area going up through there. That's going to cost him a couple tenths.
9 laps to go here.
I would think that we're definitely within 2 to 3 laps of pit stops.
We do appreciate that.
Wait a minute, 17? Oh, I think 17 is going to put them all in the window for probably a splash and go.
Flo says 9 to go and everyone can make it. I don't know how he's texting driving on a road course, but good for him helping us out, and we do appreciate it. Private Patton's still the leader. We're going to check back here with OG. We're going to ride behind him because we see UK and Hunty Wild right in front of him. Hunty Wild again up front, led some laps. Very fast car in road courses. Had an accident, had a little misfortune for him. Coming in turn 9 through the left-hander, hard on the gas. Back on the brakes, make the right-hander down the straightaway. Hunty again cuts that grass just a little bit. It's no harm, no foul for him. That's not cutting. But UK makes a big mistake. It almost goes down pit lane, and I have done that here, and that is so frustrating. So he's going to lose 2 spots. UK will. Is Hunty behind Dark with OG right there with him. You got to be careful about that on old tires coming out of turn 10. If you get onto it too quick, it'll spin you right around, and next thing you know, you unintentionally pin.
Yeah, I caught that once or twice before, trying to be too conservative on used tires.
8 to go. Leaders coming to the carousel now, coming up on some lap traffic. Looks like that might come into play here at the end. 24 is getting a tad bit closer, not as much as he was before. I think the 21 might have noticed and put his foot down all the way, but I don't know. I hope this lap car gets out of the way. If not, it's going to be big implications here for the lead.
Yeah, knowing that there's no more stages left and everybody should be able to make it, it looks like he does pull to the inside. Yep. I think that was the 47 of Flo.
That was 47.
Hopefully that in-race reporting through the chat didn't cost him any positions right there. On board with Jake, he scrapes the wall, makes this right-hander right here down the back stretch right before they go into the bus stop. They actually had to put the bus stop in because the cars were going at so much speed, people were locking tires up, and there have been people who have died at this track coming into the carousel because they locked the tires up, went straight in there, and that was mainly on the open-wheel cars, but that is how the bus stop was born. A chicane to slow everybody down.
Great corner though, so I'm glad they came up with that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and you know, I wish they'd let him run the boot though, the full track.
Jake has brought it down to 4 or 5 car lengths within the 21 now.
Yeah, he's definitely getting bigger in that rear view.
Lost a little time off of the last corner there, but see how they enter turn 1 here.
Blakey T is falling off, but again, the top 3 have checked out. Not a lot of pressure from Blakey T. Can he hold on to his car? There is no Blakey T line. What's he going to do? Again, very smooth and methodical and patient himself, but Private Pat's still the leader. That Gold Hertz 24. Oh, hits
Jake's
the
in
wall.
the wall. Jake's hard in the wall. Whoa, did he blow a tire?
And Blakey T barely gets around it. 1 car accident. That is now going to give Blakey T the green light in second to try to chase Patton down. But wow,
game changer.
Yeah, I was just going to say, series of events have changed.
Oh.
Yeah, you just hate to see it, man. He was slow.
Oh, is Jake still having problems? Like, he went super wide there out of the carousel.
Let's take a
You need to
lap on board with
calm
him and see
down.
what's happening. Oh yeah, you know Jake's not happy. If he's not winning, he's almost always on the top podium, so hopefully he can calm himself down and not overdrive because he's right behind the 9 banker right in front of him.
Crazy enough, with the lead they had, I mean, he's in still contention to be on the podium. That's crazy. But you know, Jake goes for wins. He ain't worried about. He's only worried about one spot on that podium, and that's number 1.
Right, yeah. And that's unfortunate for him too, but again, presets right here, if you're on these old tires, you've got to be careful. We talked about that. Going down the back stretch, going into the bus stop. Can he make up any ground? He backs the corner up just a little bit, drops the left sides, hits both those bumpers. Oh, and he pushes up again. I think he's overdriving it. I think he's overdriving now because of his frustration.
And meanwhile, the wind's probably going to be going to Patton here. He's gone. Now Jake's not breathing down his neck. He's Sunday driving it.
He can
he can back off a little bit now.
Yeah, he can save his tires. Again, we've got an idea that these guys might be able to make it on fuel. Now, the person that is going to have to utilize their car and chew it up the most is Blakey if he wants to go for that win, where Private, if he backs it down, gives Blakey the chance to catch up to him. And then when he gets close enough that he's uncomfortable, he can just lay that hammer down again, which he's been doing very good at tonight.
Man, Patton's lead is so huge, you need a telescope to see Blakey T back there.
I'm on board with Blakey T, and he's coming up out of the just down the back stretch right now. 3, 2, 1, and yeah, so he's just now going into the bus stop. This is an opportunity. Blakey T is definitely giving it his damnedest right now, trying to keep up with him, though, keeping it to the inside, coming out of this carousel.
Oh, Hunty almost. Oh, Jake and Hunty wreck. Jake and Hunty wreck.
Oh, yeah, I see RJ spinning around.
Jake went wide, and Hunty dove it in there, and they make contact, and they both go into a wall. Oh, I know Jake is not happy now.
I was clipping through, and I saw RJ spin. I was trying to get back there again.
And we're still on the green.
OG, Chugo, and Jake right there. Here. Chevy on Ford Crime, 2 of the yellow cars trying to go at it. I saw Flo said I came in, I was running last, so I went for ice cream as I was clicking through. Well, I don't appreciate, I don't think NASCAR would appreciate you texting and driving and eating an ice cream.
Yeah, glad to see Blakey up there coming in second tonight, though, because proving that his driving skills tonight are better than his 2K skills the other night.
Well, I don't have much room to talk. Teddy and I were playing earlier, and I was always the guy fouling somebody or running into the cameras out there. But 2K is a fun game. But yeah, I'm on board with Pat. And you said this should be the last lap for him.
He's all by himself. He could just drop it down in the neutral and coast. I mean, he can almost hang out the window and do and motor surf on the top of his car.
I'm gonna keep an eye on it and see what happens.
Well, like he's still going, huh? Yeah, like he's still going. Again, we were lied to.
All right, Mulligan 1 to go here.
I hear the fans clapping in the background, but he seems to still be at speed.
Yep, he's still on it.
So.
Oh yeah, I'm on board with him. Take a trip around with old Patton to these last corners. Just easy. It's just so smooth. It's not even pushing it.
Yeah, with him being up there, unless something happens, I'm going to keep an eye. OG and UK back here, definitely driving the wheels off of it. UK comes up, hits that elevation change, tights the right side car to the wall right there. Not good. It's going to cost him just a couple tenths to the 22. Here comes OG into the bus stop. Jake right in front of them.
So smooth. He's just driving, no pressure, just so smooth, hitting his marks. Yeah, well, I'm going to let you know right now if his engine starts decelerating. Oh yeah, he's coming to the inside wall. He got it.
It looks like UK's got that.
Oh yeah.
Got this one back here.
Over with.
Private Pat in a 21 with the W. Believe Blakey T was in second, and with the accident with Jake, get confirmation on who was third there. Might have no. but definitely Private Patton. Then comes Blakey. We'll get it figured out for you. Everything's unofficial until it's official here in Giggity. Congratulations to Private Patton. Again, we're trying to get everything, keep rocking and rolling. Trinity, if you can just get the leader up here, we'll give him, or the winner, give him a couple minutes before we start getting ready for our second broadcast of the night, which will be the custom guys at Glen.
Let's see if I have Private Patton.
Good job. Thank you guys to your help in the booth. Thank you for Taddy tonight, helping set everything up. We're getting ready to see him on the track.
Yeah, no problem. I love being up in the booth with you guys, so didn't mind hopping in.
Thank you,
And
Flo.
I don't have Private Patton.
Yeah, I might have him. Let me take a look.
Hunty definitely with the fastest lap there at a 106. Goodness gracious, in a preset. That is cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Patton's gamer tag is the Private Patton,
Yeah,
right?
the PVT, yep.
Yep, alright, I got him. I suggested him.
Alright, thank you. Going to get that right now.
Thanks for bearing with us. There's Legend Empire, Tom Horton, the old mute dog himself. Flo, thank you for your kind words. Been a good race tonight, man. We saw some action tonight. We are working on getting the winner up here for you real quick. And that was good. I mean, we saw some cautions, which is to be expected a little bit. You know what I mean? But, I mean, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, the restarts were pretty crazy. Yeah, it was exciting, though.
Do know I did send the invite to him.
We'll give him just another couple seconds. Again, thank you guys for being up here. We got our customs coming up next. There's the general himself. You guys take
Howdy.
it.
So, Patton, at what point, when Jake was catching you there before he lost it there, like he started to reel you back in there, were you just overdriving your car or your tires, or he was just at that point was a little bit faster than you?
Are you talking about like when he was starting to catch me right there? Because I think at one point I had like a 3-second gap or something like that.
Yeah, you had a pretty good gap, then he started reeling you in.
Yeah, honestly, what happened, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, I started checking the distance between us, and I think I just lost focus. So, like little mistakes started adding up, and that just goes to show you that you need to just don't worry about times, and just run your race, because that's what happened. And, I mean, like, I hate it for Jake that he made a mistake right there, but, like, he would have caught me within at least 2 to 3 laps time if that would have continued.
They put that perfect right there. Sometimes, just turning off the rearview mirror, turning everything off, and just focusing on hitting your marks is the best thing to do. So yeah, well said.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You had a very fast car, bud. Yeah, it was a pleasure watching you make them turns, especially after you didn't have the pressure from Jake no more. You can see you was driving a lot more easy, and you was just bringing it home.
Yeah, for sure. And that was the whole thing was, because after like that pressure was relieved, it was like, okay, let's just bring this car home in one piece. And I did that because my fuel light came on with 2 to go. I'm just like, how did I waste so much fuel? And my tire light came on with 1 to go. I'm just like, okay, please, just take it home to the end. I just needed this. I need this 2 more laps, and yeah, and ended up coming home there at the end.
Well, with the gap you had on Blakey T, you probably could have coasted for a while there and still won.
Yeah, I was actually in the same party chat as Blakey, and and he said that his tire light came on with a handful of laps to go as well. So I'm just like, oh man, what a news story this would happen if any one of us just wasn't able to make it the full distance.
Yeah, right. Yeah, first, second, and third out of gas in the 4th place. That's 20 seconds back. Comes up and winning passes y'all.
Oh my God, no! It's like Auto Club in the Xfinity Series. What was it like in 2016? I think where where Daniel Suarez runs out, Kyle Busch blows a tire, and Austin Dillon wins the race.
I know, right?
I remember that one.
3rd place person didn't have a chance in the world, and all of a sudden, pop, boom, winner.
Well, again, man, we got congratulations to you, Private. We don't want to cut you short or anything, but we got ourselves the custom race coming up here. Great job, and you are with the Canucks, correct?
Yeah, correct, sir.
That is correct. So I was calling that right. Yep, rep, you getting Canucks some points tonight and another W, and one to keep an eye on here in season 5.0, or at least by season 5. And when it comes out here in just a couple weeks, we get going. So great job to you do tonight. Great speed. Tough luck to some of those guys out there who showed a lot of speed. Thank you to Trinity and Mr. Nuka Bob, aka Hub Bob, and for myself, Mr. Puddin. We're going to get ready to go custom racing. And
can I say something just real quick? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't
ahead,
mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Texpelt, my teammate, unfortunately was not able to make it. He's going through some things right now, so I just wanted to just give a special shout out that all of us here at Canucks, and we're behind you, bud. You do you. You got this, bud.
That's respect right there. That's respect. So yeah, Texpelt is he's a fixture here in Giggity Races. So we do hope everything's going well for him. So much respect to you, Private, for that. So, but on that note, we do got to get it cut down. Texpelt, help everything's going good. Trinity, thanks for your help tonight. Nuka Bob, thanks again. Taddy for setting all these lobbies up, and we're just going to give ourselves a small little bit in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.